Hey guys, welcome back to I Will Wander. I was going to go fishing at a lake just up that way. Turns out it's closed. We're right across from the Lost Moose cabins and campgrounds. Down that way is the road to Penticton. We're just up from Penticton and we're at the Carmi Trails Garnet Fire Wreck Site here in beautiful British Columbia. We're going to go for a hike just up that way. Now I'm in the hills just up from central Penticton. I kind of like the look of that behind me, where you've got this felled, old growth tree and a storm coming in from the distance there. I'm just on a little hike. There's a teepee, like a real teepee, not a drugstore teepee. I don't know. Anyway, there's a real teepee in the forest just that way a little bit. So if I don't get too rattlesnake skittish in my flip-flops, I'll go over and get a closer look at the teepee. Just about to turn around on this hike. Mountain view, that storm coming in over there, it's kind of nice. And there's the lake in the distance. It's a nice spot. I carried on the hike a little bit further, and I'm really glad I did. Don't know how much the camera will pick up, but there's an incredible valley down through here. Incredible valley that goes to a stream down below. This is an incredible spot. I wasn't going to come here. Where I was going to go is a lake up the road that way. I was going to go fishing, but the road is closed. So I ended up coming here because of a road closure. Yet another one of these random fortuitous things. I end up in this amazing situation. And the bugs just got bad. There's an odor right here. It smells like a carcass. So I'm going to get going before whatever owns the carcass, wherever it is, comes back. So I'm going to take off now. Get another shot. This is a great memorial that members of the BC Forest Service erected for one of their comrades, Brian Hoover, sorry. And they put this thing up in this guy's honor. Let him rest with a view. There was no way I was walking by this tree and not getting the shot. And I am, as usual, way further along in this hike, God damn it, than I intended to be. And this tree twisted when it fell. And created this really neat visual. Way back here. I shall take a photo and show you in a moment. I think this is a better spot to do this shot. So I was going to go further up this main road back here above Penticton. That's Penticton down there. It's an absolutely beautiful spot. Love that little town. And the road above is closed. So I ended up pulling off the road at the spot that is closed into this recreation site spot. It's called, I can't recall. I'll get another shot of it on my way out, make sure you're aware of where exactly I am. And just by accident, I ended up going on a hike into this rec site, provincial rec site, and this is the result of that happy accident. This is how my day turned out, and I'm really glad it did. This is probably, yeah, there's a lake right there. I would absolutely love to visit, and you can hike down there. It's the only way it's accessible is hiking down to it. This is probably the nicest little hike that I've ever been on. This little happy accident spot that I found. I'm really glad I came. A little different angle on this lake we're going to hike to at some point, just up from Penticton, which is right there. That's the town. And then we go out to the lakes. Yeah, this is a great spot. Give you a little perspective on exactly this area. Hats available at iwillwander.com, by the way. Thanks for asking. I've lost the trail where I am back here, and that could potentially be a concern. It's not, though. I'll show you why. So this is the incredible area that I plan to explore and bring you guys along with me. Bug in my eye. Get away. Oh, the bugs are bad. Bring you guys along with me. On that hike. We're going to go check out that lake right there. And the bugs have come up just as I started shooting this. And to appease any real concern about losing the trail, the road is right there. I'm pointing at the road I drove up on. So I'm parked, you know, a couple hundred meters that way. But I don't actually know how to get back there. It's just when you're this far back, you've got vistas going on like what we're looking at there. You're not 100% that things are as comfy as you think they are until you get a visual on the road and there's a guy driving up and back, and then there's a guy coming up right now, and then in behind there you've got the housing development. So worst case, I drive to the road and I come back, but it is I'm gonna go ahead and call this the nicest hike that I've ever been on. I really enjoyed this. I'm going to try and give this justice. So we've got these rocks right here, starting there, and then it goes there, and it comes around. These absolutely massive rocks, I just noticed this as I'm doing my bit here. These massive rocks are placed quite symmetrically if you look at them. So who knows? Maybe it's a Stonehenge. what a happy accident this turned out to be. This place, this Carmi Trails spot, just up from Penticton, as you saw in the previous clips, is an absolutely breathtakingly beautiful spot. It's a very gentle hike, and as you saw, there's basically nobody around. Like there are people backcountry here doing something, but I didn't encounter anyone. And I don't know if you get a bit of a sense of it back there. You can kind of pick up on it a little bit, the feel of the place. Anyway, really glad it happened that I wasn't able to go to the lake that I was trying to get to, because I ended up having one of the best hiking days of my life, as I mentioned. And it's one of the most attuned to nature that I think I've ever felt in my life. You get the endorphins going from the sweat and the fresh air and the breeze, and the view is incredible. And then you start to hear the breeze in the trees, and everything becomes just a little bit more acute, and you're more aware and dialed in to the nature around you, and calm, and just, it's a beautiful thing. It really is. Thanks for watching, guys. I do appreciate it. If you haven't already, if you could take a moment to subscribe to the channel, I'd really appreciate that. And I'll see you probably in a couple days. Probably at most in a couple of days. I'll see you soon.